Sethy, Sethy, you gonna come on your walk? Hey, you gonna come on your walk? No, not today? Not feeling it? Too hot? Alright, bud, I'll let you sleep. G'day YouTubers, and thanks for joining me again. Finally got summer today here in the Rats. It's a beautiful day. It's already about 28, 29 degrees at 9:30 in the morning, and I thought I'd just take you for a walk in one of my favourite parts of the city, in the botanical gardens around the lake. Today I just wanted to discuss something that's sort of cropped up to my attention. I've known about it for a little while, but this concerning thing called the line in Saudi Arabia. Now, this started, I think it was a year or 18 months ago. I actually started writing a dystopian novel on the premise of the line and what it would mean for populations being confined into a basically very tall walled city. Now, I never thought that Saudi Arabia, even though they're probably the only country in the world that would have the means to do this, if this would actually eventuate to something very quickly. I thought maybe this is a project that might take 50, even a century to build. It is so huge. So if you haven't heard about the line, I'll post something at the end of the clip to show you their marketing strategy on this. They are currently looking for investors. They're calling the city Neom. So basically this city is a walled city that goes for approximately 170 kilometres in length. They will have an underground metro that will take you from point A to point B within 40 minutes of that 170 kilometres. It's about, I believe, 200 metres wide, and it will house 9 million people. Now, the intention is that the 9 million people that it will house, when you look at the video that they use to market this, you see all the houses in the surrounding areas and all the buildings in the surrounding areas will literally be destroyed and pushed into this line that's meant to house 9 million people. Now, looking at the marketing from a writer's perspective, it looks very sci-fi type-ish world. It is very appealing to the eye. It's very appealing to artists because of that sort of that sci-fi element, that out-of-the-world experience where everything is self-sustainable and green and lush and beautiful. But there's a dark side, and there's so many questions. Like they're marketing this as 95 to 100% self-sustainable, with the outside world permitted to become Mother Nature again. However, if and once you're in this walled city, which they, by their own admissions, say that you will not need cars, they are 5-minute cities that will be petitioned. Are you permitted to leave this walled city? And the other thing that they promote as well is that it's 6 hours from 40% of the world. So it makes me wonder what the situation will become. Now, the other thing that you have to consider is that in any society, there's poverty. So what happens to those that are poverty-stricken in these walled cities? Will they be segregated? Will they be allowed to mingle? Will there be a criminal system? There's just so many unanswered questions. Now, the thing that really alerted me was that all of a sudden, and I saw this on Timcast, is that they are putting forward a walled city, a line for Lower Manhattan, New York. Again, you see this video where all these millions of houses are destroyed, everyone's pushed into the line, this walled skyscraper that's meant to house about 9 million people. So it begs the question, with these 15-minute cities and these 20-minute cities that they're certainly developing in Australia as well as around the world, suddenly we are down to 5-minute cities in a walled tower that goes for miles, and there's no real discussion about it other than invest your money, come, this is wonderful. Anyway, I'll post it at the end of this video. I just thought I'd bring this to your attention about this walled city. It's very reminiscent to me of something like Divergent, where you had the population in the city and they weren't allowed to go out to the barren lands. Well, this is sort of inverse to that, where the walled city is very, right down to the microscopic detail, very, what's the word? Everything's just man-made, everything's constructed. Even nature's constructed, the plants and the buildings and the gardens that are supposedly going, it's all constructed, while outside's allowed to flourish. The question that I have, would we be allowed outside to enjoy nature when the time comes? What happens during the next, pandemic? Is everyone segregated into their 5-minute cities? There's millions of questions. It's got a darker element to it, guys. So just food for thought, and I brought this to your attention, and I'll leave it at the end of this clip for you to have a look at and to make up your own mind. Something like these gardens, which I've basically grown up with my whole life. If we're in a walled, lined city, we can pretty much kiss this stuff goodbye. There's really a darker, sinister element to everything that's going on at the moment, guys. You've got to wake up. You've got to see what's going on.